Good morning, friends. It is Thursday. I'm looking a little rough this morning. We literally just got out of bed not too long ago, and so my eyes are still waking up. Why is my focus? Okay. We're starting school. The kids have, oh my, I look so tired still. This is my morning face, y'all. The kids have an eye doctor appointment today, later this afternoon at 3. So it's 10:20 right now. So I was awake at like 9:30 and just kind of laid in bed, and then got out of bed at 10, got the kids up. They just got dressed and we're all downstairs and they're eating some breakfast.
So is Noah.
Huh? And so is Alice's baby Noah, yeah. He has goldfish, she said. So they're having, Jack, what do you have for breakfast?
French toast sticks.
French toast sticks. I cooked those in the air fryer for like 4 minutes at 400 degrees. Alice has an acai berry smoothie bowl with granola and coconut. Do you like those, right? Okay. There's a few more in the freezer. I got a 6-pack at Costco a while back, and we've still got some in there. Jack didn't care for them, so I remembered they were in there, and I gave one for Alice this morning. But we're gonna get started. Let me get school stuff out and see what we're starting with. We're all still kind of waking up. We're late risers around here. So we are going to start with history this morning. We used the Good and the Beautiful History Year 1. This is the course book. We are on lesson 4. We do 2 lessons a week for history. So today we're doing Introduction to Ancient Egypt. And I just asked the kids before I remembered that we were vlogging. Go ahead and sit down, Jack. What do you know anything about Egypt?
It's a desert.
Desert?
That's where some of our ancestors
It has secret passageways down to places where tombs might be.
Yeah, and Jackson said
pyramids used to be homes and the secret places in pyramids.
Alright, so we're going to learn a bit about that. So the fun thing about The Good and the Beautiful that I like is that we actually have recordings that I'm going to pull up on my phone. So they'll listen to a short little recording that's read to them, and then just kind of listen to that while they're finishing their breakfast, and then we'll go through like the discussion and stuff. And there's a map activity, and they have an assignment in their little workbook. You got a smiley face out of syrup?
I drink that syrup.
No, you are not drinking that
No,
syrup.
that
is
is
pure
pure
sugar.
Believe it or not, King Ramses IV was found with onions in his eye sockets.
Oh, wow. I'm not feeling so hungry anymore.
Wait a minute
Me
before you
too.
decide that, Jack. I don't think you would like to take pills made up of the moisture scraped from pig's ears, lizard's blood, bad meat, and decaying fat, to say nothing of still nastier things. Often the doctor would look very grave and say, "The child is not ill, he is bewitched."
So with The Good and the Beautiful, they have a recommended book for each unit. There's 4 units through the history course book. So the first book they recommend it's a fiction book. This is a level 6 reader, Boy of the Pyramids, A Mystery of Ancient Egypt. And this is from the Good and the Beautiful library. They sell it right along. You can buy it in a history pack for History 1, or you can buy them individually, or you can skip the read-alouds altogether. We did choose to do the read-alouds because I think it's just going to add some depth to the lessons that the kids wouldn't get otherwise. So we haven't started it yet. We're going to read 1 chapter twice a week. So it has 10 chapters, 9 or 10 chapters. And I spaced it out to where when we started the Ancient Egypt section in the history book, we'll read 1 chapter each time we do a lesson in the course book, if that makes sense. So twice a week we do history, so we'll read 1 chapter twice a week. So Jackson finished his picture. Alice didn't finish hers, but she can work on it next time we're doing history. Very nice. You want to show them what you have so far?
Me?
Yeah.
Show it for like
Bring it closer. I can't see.
you want.
Why hasn't it? There we go.
Now it's focused.
Yeah. Very pretty. Next up, we are doing language arts. Also, Good and the Beautiful. We're using the Good and Beautiful for most things. Their math has not been released for the level I need for Alice yet. They're simply Good and Beautiful math. So I'm waiting on that. Jackson, so they're currently both using teaching textbooks for math right now, and I think Jackson is going to stick with teaching textbooks, right? But Alice will be doing Good and Beautiful Math. So we're going to do language arts. They're both in, I put them both in level 3 so that I could teach it family style together at the table. So they each have the same curriculum. So we're doing lesson 7 today. Verbs and practice with OE words. I know there's going to be a journal entry. I know there's going to be some new spelling words. They've got some independent practice. We're going to start with our poetry book, and the poetry book for level 3 is I Sat by the Sea. And so each day we do language arts 4 times a week. They read some poetry. So they read these yesterday, and Jackson read this page yesterday, so now Alice is going to read them today, and then vice versa for this page. So Alice, can you go ahead and start reading, what is it, A Windy Day? Is that what it said? Yes. Of course, she's still eating. Take your time. She tends to, her brain goes a little bit faster than her mouth, so she tends to skip words or add words when they aren't there, so we're trying to get her to slow down a little bit and only read the words that are there. All right, go ahead.
A Windy Day by Winifred Howard.
Winifred Howard.
Have you been at the sea on a windy day when the water's blue and the sky is too, and the showers of flake come sweeping on the decks, and the sea is dotted with little flecks All right, now Jackson is going to read
The Wind Came Running by Ivy O. Beastwick. You catch your breath. The wind came running over the sand. It caught and held me by the hand. It curled and whirled and danced with me down the edge of the dashing sea. We danced together, the wind and I, to cry of a gull and a wild sea cry.
Good. What was that for? These kids are wild today. So Jackson, in the sentence, the kids surf on a canoe. What is the verb?
The kids?
No,
Wait, no.
the verb.
Surfing.
Not surfing.
Surf.
Surf. What is the subject?
Subject.
The kids surf on a canoe.
Subject is the kid.
Kids.
Kids.
Alice, what about a doe is a female deer? What is the verb?
Is.
Good. What is the subject?
Doe.
Doe. Good.
Yes.
We're going to do, I'm going to quiz you on the next set of targeted spelling words for Unit 1. This is just a pretest. You are not expected to know the correct spelling of any of these words. I'm going to say a word. You will write it on your paper. I've already numbered them 1 through 9. Okay? We ready?
Yes.
Doesn't seem like they're focusing, does it?
Jackson.
See, guys, we don't have it all together. They are. What is the subject? They. What is the verb? Are. Okay. Number 1. Oh, Daddy's texting me. Do you want to put up the board so there's no cheating involved? Okay.
Yes. Well.
Number 1. What? What are you doing?
So you just want to spell it out?
I want you to write it on the line that says number 1. Yes, it's a spelling test. I can't see Alice's cute little head now. Aww.
Really cute.
Number 2. No, do not be looking over the wall, sir.
I'm not.
Number 2, busy. We were very busy this week.
I know this one.
You know this one? I hope so. But remember, it said they don't expect you to know any of these, so if you get them wrong, it's not the end of the world.
Yes, it is.
Number 3, dollar. I got a dollar. I got a dollar. I got a dollar. Hey,
Mom
hey,
gave me a
hey,
dollar
hey.
bill, but she did give Jack one.
Did I?
Yeah.
Noah's over there flexing his little back arm muscles. Yeah. Number 4.
I'm not done.
Oh.
I only wrote 2 letters.
Doe.
Door. Done.
Number 4, control. Please control yourselves.
I need to control my
Control.
anger. I need to control my anger.
Yes, you do. Spelling pretest is done. They're doing some solo independent work with TION endings. changing like the word narrate to narration. So I have them do that independently, and then we'll read them out loud and just make sure that they're both on the same track. And then there's a new vocabulary word they're going to write in their notebooks. What does it mean to expound?
Big old, like, details.
You want to elaborate on that? To what with details?
Do I have to expound this?
Good one. Expound on this would be the proper way, I believe. Expound is to explain with more detail. Yes, please expound on your answer. So yeah, you understand it. Anyway, that was their first vocabulary word. So they have a notebook, and in the notebook, it's not going to focus, hold on. They each have a notebook, and so they have, it'll tell like in their workbooks, every so often there's a new vocabulary word, and they will write the word, the definition, and use it in a sentence. So it looks like we're going to add a new word to our vocab words today, and then they have a journal entry as well. Alice, read the next one.
We are looking into adoption. ADOPTION.
Good. Jackson?
Adopted.
Stop.
Chloe has a huge collection of rocks. COLLECTION.
Good. We are losing steam over here. They are just not having the best day.
I'm having a good time, just I'm kind of tired.
So they're about to do their writing entry number 3. Observant people notice things. It's easy to sometimes not notice all the many little and big things that your mother, father, or caregiver does for you. Think about all the things one of these people does for you and write about it. Make sure to expound upon your ideas, to explain with more detail. So they are going to, I'm going to give them probably, I'll set a 10-minute timer. They probably won't need that whole thing. They're not going to write a ton, just a small paragraph. And there's a checklist that says, I started each sentence with a capital letter. It's not going to focus again. And I expounded on the writing prompt. So how do you think you would start this journal entry? Because if you just picked this up and started reading, you wouldn't know what the prompt was.
So what am I supposed to be doing?
I read it twice.
A journal entry about what your parent or caregiver gives for you.
Does for you. All the big and little things. So what might be a good way to start that?
My mom and dad, this is how my mom and dad help me.
Okay, that's a good way to start that. What's another way? Because there's going to be many ways you can start this paragraph. Alice, can you think of a way to start it?
Here are some reasons that my parents are good to me by taking care of me.
Here are some reasons, here are some ways my parents are good to me. That's good. So you don't have to do both mother and father. You can choose mom, dad, both, parents. Yeah. So you're going to write a few things. So I'm going to set a timer, and we will discuss them when you're done, okay? Alice is watching the lesson for teaching textbooks for this, for today's lesson. And then she's going to do the actual problems on paper. So I actually go in and I print out, my friend Kaylin gave me the idea, because both kids were hating teaching textbooks, but she gave me the idea to actually print out the lesson from the teacher or the parent portal. So it prints out the instruction, but instead of having them read this, I have it for them to look at, and they watch the instruction on the app, Teaching Textbooks app. And then they get off the app and they do the problems on paper. That way, if there's like anything that they need to be like working out problems, they have pen and paper. And then we go over it, and I input their answers into the app for grading. But they basically, we correct anything they have wrong. So basically their grade in the system is 100%, because I want them to understand what they got wrong and why. But that way it just keeps everything easier. And you like it better on paper? Yeah. Did you like watching the lesson though today instead of having to read it? Probably better than me explaining it too, because they have actual teachers explaining things on there. Are you still in the lesson part, sis? Oh, yep, ready to start the assignment. So now, Alice, you watched the lesson. It explained to you. So now you can go through and do your actual work on paper, okay? All right, y'all. It is 12:20. Jackson just finished everything for his school day except for his 30, let me speak, except for 30 minutes of reading. I'm going to let them do their reading closer to bedtime. They seem to like doing their reading later in the day. One, because they're procrastinators, but two, it helps them wind down at the end of the night without electronics and all that. So they get off their electronics, they do chores, and then they do their reading. So they still have reading today, but we'll do that later. Alice is finishing up her math right now. I'm gonna make them some lunch. So it took us like 2 hours to get through language, history, and math. So not horrible. 3 subjects in 2 hours. Some days it's a little bit longer, some days it's a little bit shorter. It just depends on the lesson for each subject. We do the Good and Beautiful Science as well. We are currently doing their space science curriculum. We did that last night. So we have one more lesson to do this week to stay on track. We got a little bit off track at the beginning of the week because Monday and Tuesday morning we had events out of the house during like school hours, and then by the time we get home we were like, I had them do like basic, like I think we did math each of those days, but I didn't do a whole ton. So we're a little bit behind this week. So Fridays are usually our really light days, but this Friday is going to be a catch-up day because we still have language tomorrow because we were a lesson behind. Ketchup and mustard. And then we have a science lesson also. So that's 2 things that we'll be doing tomorrow for sure. But math is done for the week and history is done for the week, so that's good. I'm gonna make them some lunch. Will's at work. He has a feeling it's gonna be a long day. Kids have an eye doctor appointment, just like a standard yearly like vision test check. They haven't had one in a few years actually, because they had to have it when they entered public school, and then I don't know that we've done one since then. So I figured it was a good time just to make sure that, because Will and I both wear glasses and contacts, glasses or contacts. Obviously we don't wear them at the same time. So we just want to make sure that we're keeping on top of their eye health. So they have that at 3 o'clock. So we have a few hours before we have to leave for that. It is warm out. I'm sure the kids will be outside quite a bit today playing. And yeah, so this is a typical homeschool morning with our little family. Jackson is watering some of our plants that need it. Do you notice your money tree's got a new baby sprout up top?
Yeah,
2 of them actually.
Oh, that's like a brand new baby sprout.
sprout.
And that's gonna be baby sprout right
Yep,
there.
this thing grows really, really well. And then the bamboo also
Does
needs
one
it.
have 7 leaves yet?
I
That
think,
means good luck.
does it?
Oh, there's one with 6.
Mm-hmm. Most of them have 5, I feel like.
That
5 or
one.
6.
This one has 6.
All right, lunchtime for the munchkins. It's 12:35. Jack asked for a hot dog. Alice asked for a cucumber sandwich, which is just sliced cucumbers and chive cream cheese. We've got some strawberries, and then Jackson really likes black olives, so I threw some of those on his plate as well. All right, friends, it is 2:43, and we are headed to the kids' eye doctor appointment, like vision test. I took a shower. My hair is still air drying. And we're gonna go knock this out. Will should be home by the time we get home, I hope. We're gonna make pancakes for dinner tonight, or I'm gonna make pancakes, or the kids can help me, whichever. Cause that's what Will wants. He's like, pancakes sound really good, and we haven't had them in a while. I used to make them like once every week or 2. So we're gonna do pancakes for dinner. I just ate a really large salad for lunch, and that'll hold me over for the next few hours probably. It was one of the Taylor Farms chopped salad kits, and it was the Thai chili mango. It was a little bit spicy, but I like spice. It was good. I gobbled it up. I mean, I ate the entire bag as my like full meal. That's why. I mean, that's the only thing I've had to eat today, so that was a lot of food. So that'll keep me full for a while. There was like Brussels sprouts and cabbage and all sorts of goodness in it. Sunflower seeds, dried mango, crunchy quinoa bits. So it was very nutritious. Nutritious. All right, you guys ready for the eye doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I'm sitting at a stoplight, and it's a long stoplight. And it's like 5 o'clock, so traffic's busy. Kids had their eye appointment. Will met us up there because he needed to help us decide on what, Alice?
Which glasses to pick
Which
out?
glasses? Both kids need glasses, y'all. So they'll be ready in an hour, and we're gonna go back. But Jack went home with Will. Alice and I are headed back now. I might have time to even make dinner. Like, we're just doing pancakes before I need to leave again. But light turned green. We'll see you in a bit. Just walked in the door, found some flowers in a vase. What's going on? What'd you do?
Got flowers from my ladies.
I'm just kidding. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Whose is whose?
Whichever Alice thinks is prettier, she can have, and you can have the scraps.
All right, cool. We'll probably just put them all in the same vase anyway. Well, maybe not. Maybe we'll put 2 flower vases around. What do you tell Daddy?
Thank you.
Give him hugs.
Welcome.
Jack, you help me with pancakes? I'm gonna make pancakes and then we have to go get your glasses and Alice's glasses. She whined so much that they were like, yeah, we can squeeze hers in too for today. It's like, ugh. Jackson's helping me make pancakes.
One of my most
Good
favorite
job.
things to make for dinner because I just love like
Flipping them.
smoothly.
How do you feel about getting glasses?
Not the best. I wouldn't want to go to public school
Why?
because I'm look funny.
You wouldn't look funny.
I mean, as long as me and Kato were in the same class again, I'll be fine.
Hello, sir.
Hello, give me your tax.
Give me your tax. I said he looks like a tax accountant. He's adorable. How do they feel?
I'm good. I'm
Good.
not getting headaches anymore. It's
No.
only been like 45 minutes. No headaches.
Good. That doesn't go under there. Just stack that for me. He's putting dishes away so that I can clean the dishwasher or clean the kitchen from dinner. I'll go peek out on Alice so she can show us her glasses
playing
too.
Twister.
Okay. All right, sister, turn around. So cute. You like them?
We're playing Twister,
No,
right?
she's playing Twister with the neighbors.
Oh, wait, record us.
No. Pretty, pretty flowers. I cut the stems and trimmed some of the leaves, and 2 dozen fit in the vase that we have. Nicely done, baby. He's doing his Japanese. Don't speak much, do you?
I'm just tired.
No. I think I am going to close this out. It is 7:20. It's a good time to call it a day. You guys got to homeschool with us today and then run a few errands and just see what we've been up to. I have a loose hair. There it is. Found it. Anything to add?
Bedtime.
Bedtime for Bonzos. What's that from? Why do I say that? It came from somewhere.
My mom used to say it a lot.
I don't think I learned it from your mom.
No, but I also say it a lot.
Oh, that would make sense. Grab that hair that's stuck on my bracelet, please. Thank you. Give it back.
I didn't want it in the first place.
Did I? Alright, so thanks for coming along with us today. Drop a comment, share some love, let me know what y'all been up to. And until next time.